Signs again. And with that, we're underway in the Bronx.
First pitch, 7:07.
The 1-0. That one lifted to left. Ramos settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only get one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
Ball.
And Singy, as a team, you need to make the most of the very few opportunities he's going to give you, right?
Absolutely. And you know, if you don't get to guys like this a lot of times early, once they really settle in, it's going to be the later innings that they hand that ball over to a reliever, if they do at all.
Ball.
That's in there. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
He's dealing with a great 2-strike hitter right here. The strikeout is not automatic.
In the dirt, ball 3. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Right through there, got him. 2 away.
It's a strikeout, but they'll be in good shape if they make their outs as difficult as that one. Those grinding ABs take a toll on a pitcher as the game goes on.
In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Fastball, and he gets out of the way. Two down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. That's too low. Ball 2. Next offering upstairs. And there's a foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a payoff pitch. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 3-2. That's a great at-bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
Strike. Woo.
The 0-1. And a foul ball. Kirk off of first with 2 away.
Whoa. Ball 2.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches. Got him swinging. And now the Bombers will get their shot. No score. Back after this on the show. Back now in the Bronx. And the starter for Toronto, Mason Fluharty. What should we keep an eye on here?
The opposing hitters are going to see a lot of cutters. This guy can throw it to the front side of the plate, the back side of the plate, so you're really not able to cheat to get the fat part of the bat on the baseball.
Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees.
The designated hitter, number 48, Paul Goldschmidt.
Up.
And the 0-1. Fouled off down the right side. And the 0-2. Out towards right center field. He's got it. One up, one down. And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions. But I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you know, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
Fluharty, he isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A solo shot. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
One down. Here's Elliot Ramos.
Oh.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings. But for the most part, with that kind of stuff, you expect him to get to the middle of the ball game.
Ball 2.
What does she need to do in order to get deeper into the game?
Well, I'd say it's command of the secondary pitches, because when you're talking about turning over the order a second and third time and guys are getting looks, you've got to be able to put a wrinkle on something, change speeds, and locate it enough so that they offer at it.
Check swing. He went. 2 balls, 2 strikes the count. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Red. Right.
There we
Check
go.
swing of the first pitch. Look down to third. No swing. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side.
Ultimately, you want them to swing and chase a pitch that teases the zone and ends outside the zone. But so far, he hasn't been able to do that consistently. He's an intimidating presence in the batter's box. I mean, even when he's swinging and missing, I still don't know how confident pitchers are.
That one ripped. And that's a fair ball. Now he'll turn for second. And that's a double.
Great recovery in this one. Early in the count, he looked lost, but finished strong with a nice line drive.
So, runner at second, 2 down. George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Right through there for a strike. Man on second, 2 down. This one belted deep left field, on its way, gone. A 2-run shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they boost their lead. It's 3-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back.
Let's break out the StatCast numbers. It's Singy. It tells us this home run was projected at more than 450 feet.
Yeah, and not many players can hit home runs as far as this one. That's a special feeling, and I'm sure he was giggling a little bit as he was jogging around the bases. That was one heck of a swing he put on the baseball.
Foul ball. And he'll one.
They've got him working a little harder in this first frame than he anticipated.
And a 1-1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone.
Oh, this one high and deep. Way back there. Holy Toledo. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
He's bringing the thunder in a rainstorm. How in the world did he manage to hit that pitch out? Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
So 2 down. So up next for New York, Spencer Jones.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
That one fouled off.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out. Get as much as you can. Give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
First inning going a bit long. 23 pitches to this point. Fly ball down the line. And that ends the inning. So they move out in front after a 4-run outburst. Second inning coming up in the Bronx. The Yankees 4 and the Jays nothing. Back in the Bronx, top of the second.
Well, early in this ball game, down by 4 runs, you've got to try to get a run back and just look at taking at least 1 an inning. Before you know it, you'll be tied up.
On the ground right side. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Batting 6, the third baseman, number 7,
Kazuma Okamoto next up for the Blue Jays. He's been a great free agent sign. First pitch way inside a fastball. Ooh.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just missed. Clyde Washington doing the umpiring behind the dish in this one. Sometimes considered a bit of a pitcher's umpire, Singy.
He likes the low ball, which traditionally favors pitching, but you know, hitters today are pretty good at dropping their barrel down, so we'll see how it goes in this one.
That one misses, and now 3-0.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Caballero under this one. And there's 2 down.
Batting 7, the first baseman, Brandon Valenzuela.
Chopped to the right side.
Oh.
And that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on.
Oh.
Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And the count is 1-2.
Ball.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. And after grinding through that at bat, he gets the best of him.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Charles McAdoo now at the plate. Base hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
Batting 9, the left fielder, number 3, Miles Straw.
Two on, 2 outs. Out towards right center field. Grisham has a beat on it. And that is that. Blue Jays leave a pair. They're down 4-0.
Now pitching for
Back
Toronto,
now and a new arm on the
number
mound to start the
43,
bottom of the second. Paul Sewald.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Leading off for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jose Caballero.
Outside. Ball 1.
No, that's high.
Swing and a high fly ball hit the air left center field. This one's got a chance. Holy Toledo! A solo shot. And they add to their lead.
He was able to hit one out in this weather. Are you kidding me? How did he do that? With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
That's the ball.
The 1-0. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that turns the lineup over.
Up next for the Yankees, the designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Paul Goldschmidt will hit next. Flied to right his first time. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Ground ball right side. McAdoo sends it to first. That's one out the bottom of the second.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Rosario.
This one in the air, center field. Bateman takes it in for the out. And there's two away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Elliott.
So up next for New York, Elliott Ramos. Struck out swinging his first time. And that is out of play. Fouled off left side. Man at second. Got him looking for the K. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. The Yanks do get one on the solo homer. And the lead is now 5-0. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back in New York. And now for the Jays, Brett Bateman. Bateman measures 5 feet 10 inches, 24 years old, and he was drafted in the 8th round in 2023. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Ball.
Bouncer to second. Caballero tosses to first. Leadoff man retired here in the third.
Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Ball. High.
And another ball. Ground ball left side. Long throw to first. First two batters retired here in the top of the third.
Blue Jays, the catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
And here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Walked his first time.
Strike. Woo.
Two down, nobody on. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. That's out number 3. Nothing doing for the Blue Jays. Still looking at that 5-0 deficit. here at new Yankee Stadium in the Bronx as we go to the last of the third. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees.
You know, these Yankees putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. They jumped all over the starter and knocked him out of the game early. He just was never able to settle in, and the damage was done by the time he got the hook. I mean, when you're chasing the opposing starter in the first inning or two, that's just such a tone setter for the game, and it puts the other team back on their heels, and it instills a lot of confidence in your lineup from top to bottom.
Strike two. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Just
out the
misses.
corner.
Full count now. Caught him looking for the K.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter, and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Just off the inside edge.
Ball outside.
And the 2-2 stays alive. Fights it off. He'll see another. The 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And he grounds one to the right side. McAdoo. He made the pitcher earn that out after a long at-bat.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent.
2 outs, base is empty. So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at-bat. And now the 0-1. Tap foul at the plate. Oh and 2 now. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Sanchez settles underneath it. And that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Yankees, but they hold a 5-0 lead. Start of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. Grisham going back on this one. And that one is off the wall. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
So 2 balls and no strikes. Challenge from behind the dish here. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Ball 2.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And that's downstairs. 3-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Man at second. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now the third baseman, Kazuma Okamoto. He's 0 for 1. Sanchez, the runner at second with 1 away. Here's a 1-1.
Ball.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Brandon Valenzuela.
Runner at second, 2 down. Strike on the outside, and it's 0-2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Man on second, 2 down.
Ball.
99 miles per hour to finish him off. Blue Jays held in check. It's 5-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. And stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones.
Go!
That's a ball.
Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Braden Fisher getting ready to go. And the 1-0. Ground ball right side. And that chance handled. On to first. A great play deep in the hole.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jose Caballero.
Swinging a foul straight back.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Two down, bases empty. And up next for New York, Ali Sanchez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. And a foul ball. Pitch is in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And there's a ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. Swings and misses. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Yanks held in check as they are unable to add to their 5-0 lead. All set for the start of the inning. And now for the Jays, Charles McAdoo.
Well, these Blue Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
1-1 now. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Way upstairs, ball 2. That one just misses.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
That one misses.
Ball 4.
So leadoff walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Out towards right center field. Jones under it. And there's 1 down.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the center fielder, Brett Bateman.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Brett Bateman, the next to hit.
Ball. That's inside.
In the air to left center. Grisham on the move. And he makes the catch.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Brings it in for the third out. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, bottom of the inning, Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees.
Goldschmidt.
Swing and a foul out of play.
You know, these Yankees, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 1-1.
Ball.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
And that misses. And the count is 3-1. That one
That's
misses.
out the corner.
So
Ball
a leadoff
4.
walk.
Take a base.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Rosario.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Six straight outside the strike zone. Goldie on at first, nobody out. There's the strike. This one high in the air to left center. Bateman should have this one. 1 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Elliott.
1 out man at first. At the plate, Elliott Ramos, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
No, that's a ball.
That one is upstairs.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Here's a 2-0. He swings and fouls one off. In the zone for a strike. That was the sweeper. Good job to fight that one off. Here's a 2-2. And downstairs. Man at first, 1 away. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Now pitching for the
Out of the bullpen for the Jays,
Number
Braden
63.
Fisher.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Ball one. Nope,
No, he's
outside.
really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Next pitch in the dirt. 3 balls, no strikes. And fires in a fastball at 95.
Thought the green light might be on right there, but maybe not. If you're looking to swing in that count, that's the pitch
That's
you
low.
want.
And ball 4 to
Take
a
it back.
board.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And the batter now, George Lombard Jr. He's already homered in this game. There's a strike.
Ball.
Could be
No,
some
that's
action
a
here
ball.
on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
First and second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball there. And he can't make the play. Gets off a throw, out with room to spare, and that's the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Jays nothing. We're back with a look at key moments so far in this one. Alejandro Kirk digs in now.
The catcher, Alejandro Kirk.
That one a little bit high, and it's 1-0. The Yankees with some action in their pen. Bradley Hanner, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Bednar warming up as well. And that's a little bit high, and it's 2-0. This one in the air, right field. 1 down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the right fielder, number 12, Jesus Sanchez.
To third, and that one handled. Throw short, hops him at first, can't come up with it. He's safe.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the shortstop.
Well, we're going to see throwing errors from third base from time to time, and that's a pretty good example of why. If you don't get behind the throw properly, it's really easy to throw a power sinker over there to first. And first baseman, I'm sure he wants another shot at that pick, try to bail out his teammate, but that was just a tough one to come up with.
1 down. Next to hit, Ernie Clement. Now this is in the air down the line. And that drops foul. The 0-1. Breaking ball, and that got him.
Take your base.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the third baseman, number 7, Kazuma Okamoto.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to finish off this hitter.
Swing and a miss, chased it out of the zone. The Jays down 5, trying to battle back, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Struck him out looking. Picks up strikeout number 7, and he'll challenge that called strike. So the call will stand. One challenge remaining for them now. And next for Toronto, Brandon Valenzuela, 1 for 2. Here's a high chopper. Whips it to first. And that's the 3rd out. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Bottom of the 6th inning, and stepping in for the Yankees, Trent Grisham.
Number 12, Trent Grisham.
Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Fisher measures 6 feet 4 inches, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018.
Stood absolutely no chance on that slider right there, and I don't mean to laugh, but that's a tough one. I mean, pretty much a perfect strikeout pitch. I mean, it looks like a fastball middle in, kind of has cutter action, and it just bunches you up to where you can't get your hands through and the barrel to it, and not much you can do unless you recognize the spin early and you spit on it.
Makes the catch for the 2nd out.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman,
Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered here in this one.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Nice grab on the run. That is the inning. Nothing across here this half. 7th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Jays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show.
Now pitching for the
Bradley Hanner will take over here. He's making his 2nd appearance of the season.
Hanner. Leading off for the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Charles McAdoo.
Liner to second and picked on the hop. Tosses to first. 1 pitch and 1 out.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Number 3, Miles Straw.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-2 now. Straw wants to challenge this. Thought it was a ball. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. Right through there for a strike. The Yankees leading by 5 here in the top half of inning number 7. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
So back to the top of the order. So up next for Toronto, Brett Bateman.
That's the ball.
Two down, nobody on. Ripped to third and picked on a hop. Rosario tosses to first. That's the inning. It's the Yankees 5 and the Jays nothing.
Now pitching for the
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Number 62.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
For the Yankees, the catcher, Ali Sanchez.
First pitch just misses. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. And that one did find the strike zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
That's
The
the
only
ball.
adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
The 1-1. And
Ball
that's
two.
too high.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
Misses outside, and that's ball 3. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away.
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. He muscles that one out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 6-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario. Foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Ball
A two-seam
inside.
fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Here's a 1-2. High fly ball, right field. Sanchez in position, brings it in, and there's 2 away.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Elliott Ramos.
Late on that fastball.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
That's a ball.
2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here at the bottom of the 7th. And it's fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball.
And that's downstairs and outside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Rice stands in now and watches strike 1. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
The shortstop, George Lombard Jr.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Headed for the plate. Now a long throw home. Tag. He scores. It's 7-0. So first and second with 2 outs. Now here's Trent Grisham.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
On the ground to the left. Sends it across to first. That takes care of Grisham. They limit the damage here. We look ahead to inning number 8. It's the Yankees 7 and the Jays nothing. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, Dan. I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
Here's a 2-2. In the air, left field, down the line, and that one is foul, so we'll try it again. 2-2 on the way. And they'll do it again. Here's the 2-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. 2-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. He battled for a long time, but it finishes with a strikeout. You can't be mad at yourself after an at-bat like that one. That's out to center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. So a man aboard now with one away.
Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Digging in, Jesus Sanchez.
Oh.
Kirk, the base runner at first with one out.
No, that's a ball.
This one in the air, right field. That one back there,
Foul,
and that's a
foul.
foul ball. Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. The Yanks up big in this one, and we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground to first, Rice. Over to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. This one pretty well decided at this point. Home half of inning number 8 straight ahead. It's the Yankees 7 and the Jays nothing. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back in the Bronx, this lineup has been going off today. 5 homers so far as we take a look at the spray chart.
Yeah, and as you can see, Boog, they've been giving out some souvenirs for the fans in the left field bleachers. The pitching on the other side doesn't adjust. There might be more on the way.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. In there at the knees. No balls, 2 strikes.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
That missed by a lot. And the count now even up. Up and in, and it's 3-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Popped up on the left side of the infield. Okamoto. And there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense. Got to be down in the zone with that 2-seamer if you're gonna be effective with it.
The 1-1 is fouled off. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Good pitch right there. I mean, he's attacking a location that this guy at the plate tends to have trouble with. And there's just so much information in this day and age. Sometimes too much information. But the guys that can take that information, process it, and then go out there, Boog, and execute the pitch, go right after that hitter, and get the result that they were anticipating. That's really good pitching right there, and it's a good job of the pitcher and the catcher.
New pitcher now for the Jays, Spencer Arrighetti. He's into the game with the bases empty. Ali Sanchez getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Oh,
No,
he doesn't
that's
get
a
the
ball.
call. Ball 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Hey!
Here comes the 0-1. Popped up. And that's the inning. The Yanks leave 1, but they're still in control. It's 7-0.
For the Yankees.
Joined by my partner. Okay, all set to go. Brett Bateman now at the plate. And we're underway. Just missed.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Ball 2.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
100 miles an hour, foul that off. That's a good piece of swinging. I won't say hitting because he didn't get a knock, but a good piece of swinging to keep the at-bat alive.
And now it's filled up. Stays alive. That one misses.
Take it,
so a leadoff walk.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Hit hard, but foul off to the left. Bateman aboard here at first with nobody out.
Ball.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. Flips it. There's
Oh.
one to first.
He's
Dive
safe.
time. Great effort there.
The catcher,
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays.
He's been tearing it up at the plate recently, hitting better than .350 this month. Well,
that's
triple
high.
digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Runner on the go. Next offering is fouled back. Ball to strike. The pitch. Slap the other way. Foul. And a ball and 2 strikes. Got him swinging. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
On the ground, right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
That is it. The shortstop, Ernie.
First and second, 2 outs. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. In there for strike 1. First and second, 2 down. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2 on, 2 outs. In the dirt. Down to second, but he dances back in safely. The 1-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on 1 hitter.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The 2-2. And delivers outside. Kazuma Okamoto in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Outside ball 4. He walked them, and they are loaded.
When you go that deep into an at-bat, the hitter usually comes out on top.
That's a ball.
The 1-0.
Pressure's on right here. 2-0 count, bases loaded. You don't want to fall to a 3-ball count and then walk in a run. He's got to challenge the hitter right here.
That one misses. That's 5 straight.
He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
The 3-1. And fouled off. Bases loaded, 2 down.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. So the Blue Jays strand 3. And now the Yankees will see what they can do. No score. You're dialed into the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, and the starter for Toronto, Mason Fluharty. What do you have on him?
Well, it's a 3-pitch mix in the repertoire for this starter. He's going to have to command all 3 if he's going to have success on the hill today.
Paul Goldschmidt stepping in now for the Yankees. There's a swing and a miss. Liner. Bateman takes it in for the out, and there's 1 down. As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup, not the highest team batting average for this squad. They're down towards the bottom of the league in total hits, and Singy, because of that, they don't score a ton.
Yeah, and Boog, I'm looking for a little better performance out of them today. I mean, if they're going to be dangerous, if they're going to be able to create scoring opportunities, they're going to have to start making some individual adjustments. A lot of players in this lineup probably aren't happy with how they've hit the ball so far. So today's a chance to get something going.
Fluharty, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing...
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field.
Double.
Takes it over the fence. That's an automatic double.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
One out. Runner at second. Here's Elliot Ramos. And that one fouled off. Runner at second here, one gone. Strike two. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park.
Bowling.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every fifth day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the seventh inning or later.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Man at second.
Oh.
Oh, and he hit him.
Time. That hit him. Take your base.
Batting fourth, the first baseman, number 22, Dan Wright.
And that is out of play. Two on, one out. Ground ball left side, could be two. To second, there's one. On to first, double play.
They made it look easy, but it started with a nice feed to the second baseman from the shortstop. Perfect turn, and they're out of this jam.
On now to the top half of inning number 2. And now for the Jays, Brandon Valenzuela. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The 0-2.
Oh.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading the count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ramos takes it in for the out. One up, one down.
Batting eighth, the second baseman, Charles McAdoo.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Second inning here, no score. High fly ball out to left field. Ramos moving under it. He makes the grab, and there's two away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Miles Straw in the box now. No balls and a strike. In there at the knees. That's strike two.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 2 down, nobody on.
No.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Tosses to first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second, no score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, George Lombard Jr. That one fouled off. Here's the 0-1.
Nope, that's away.
Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boog. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
That one in there across the letters.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Batting 6, the center fielder, number 12, Rick Grisham.
Ball.
And the 1-0. Well struck, deep right field, way back and out of here. A solo shot. The Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He got on plane with that high fastball, and look how his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Absolutely crushed that pitch.
One down. Spencer Jones, the next to hit. The 0-1. And the sweeper is off the plate. Ground ball up the middle. Clement over to first. 2 down.
Batting 8, the second baseman, Jose Caballero.
That clips the corner. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across. Bottom half of inning number 2. Right through there for a strike.
Ball.
And they'll do it again.
Ball.
That's off the inside corner. Full count now. Line drive. And that's the third out. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's an early 1-0 lead. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. On to the third inning. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Brett Bateman. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And the tying run is on base.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Nota.
There's a strike. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break.
Runner on the go. On the ground.
Oh!
And it's just foul. That was close. Oh, he doesn't get the call. Ball one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
One out man at first. So up next for Toronto, Alejandro Kirk.
That's out the corner.
The 1-0.
Nope,
Well, he
that's
looks
off the
more
plate.
focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout. Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. So
Take your base.
puts runners at first and second.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
That's the ball.
Lay off that pitch down. He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
2 balls, no strikes to count.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. This ball's chopped on the ground. And it goes just foul. The 2-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Two on, 1 out. A little bit high, and it's a full count.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Three-two now. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Well, he's known for that 4-seamer, Boog, and we've seen plenty of it from him today. You don't throw one pitch this much without having plenty of confidence in it. Nothing across against him yet, so he may just let it ride.
Clements in the box now. Takes strike 1.
I'm impressed that he went right after him on that first pitch. That's the key. Try to get ahead in the count, then you can play around a little bit more as the at-bat expands.
Strike two, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished. Pulled out on strikes. Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Now pitching for
Bottom half of the third, and they bring in a new pitcher, Paul Sewald.
Coming on to face a righty here, and he's been fantastic against him this year. His numbers in those matchups are very good.
Number 39, Ali Sanchez.
Ball one.
Sewald goes 6 feet 3 inches, 35 years old, and he was a 10th round pick back in 2012.
No, that's low.
Next pitch, not close, up high. That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
You know, Boog, it's been said these guys are savages in the box. You can see it right there with such tight plate discipline.
Nope, ball one.
Misses again, 5 in a row. Sanchez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swinging a foul straight back. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. Battling here as he fouls it away. And now the count filled up 3-2. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Quite the matchup we're seeing here. 6 foul balls in this at bat alone. Really making them work out there.
3-2. Swing and a ground ball. Fair ball. Coming home. And they lead by 2. Straw returns it to the infield. That holds the runner at second base.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up. And right there we see the result.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Ahmed Rosario digs in now. Doubled in his first AB. And that's fouled off. One on, nobody out, a run in here in the last half of the third. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He's there. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The relay to third. In there safely.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Elliott Ramos.
Now there's a bullet down the line. That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up an RBI. Challenged him with the fastball right in the heart of the zone, and he was clearly ready to jump all over it.
Man at first with one gone. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1.
That's a ball.
The 1-0. All right, so
No,
Monument
that's
Park
a ball.
out there in center field at Yankee Stadium. Have you gotten a chance to check that out?
Boog, I have seen it more after my playing career than I did as a player. But as a broadcaster, many times entering and exiting through the center field fence, particularly in the playoffs, get a chance to take a glimpse over.
Oh, now this one's blasted deep to left. Way back there, on its way and out of here. A 2-run blast. And they add on. He absolutely feasts on right-handed pitching and devours that one for a homer.
And you can see that's what he expects of himself at bat after at bat. He's that confident. Always scary for a pitcher when a guy can take a fastball down the middle and hit it to the opposite field. No holes in a swing like that. And that time, that ball was hit hard.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Paul Sewald gives way. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
Braden
Toronto,
Fisher
number
into the game.
63,
And with the big
Braden
deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
In the air, right field, Sanchez on his way over, and there's 2 down.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time up.
High fly ball down the left field line. That's back there. And that one becomes property of the beast. Another homer. His second home run of the game. And they add a run. It's 6-0.
They wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Bounced up the middle. Not in time.
No, he got it.
He's
Safe.
Did a nice job getting there. Good throw, but very difficult to get anybody on that one as far as you had to go and throw.
You know? Yeah, no question. So man aboard, Jose Caballero stepping in now for the Yankees. And first offering is fouled off. This one popped up. Clement. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 6-0 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Back here in New York, out of the 4th.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch, make that pitcher work to get you out. Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse, go after hitters and get quick outs.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Brandon Valenzuela next up for the Blue Jays. Fly to left his first time.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Late on that fastball.
Great velocity at 97 at the top of the zone.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Quite the start to this game on the mound, looking very dangerous to these hitters. 7 punch-outs already, so this lineup hasn't had much success trying to figure him out. I'm impressed with what we're seeing here.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
Here's a 1-2. Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Down in order go the Blue Jays. They still find themselves down 6-0. Bottom 4. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Ali Sanchez.
Number 39, Ali Sanchez.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, these Yankees really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They were obviously able to run the starter out of the game in the 3rd, so they've set the table for a win, and now I'm sure they're thinking it's time to feast.
That misses.
No, that's a ball.
Ball 1. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
And that is downstairs. And the count's full. Swings and misses, struck him out here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And they have this new ballpark that is absolutely gorgeous, but there's still some of that old school feel to it.
Oh!
Yeah, you have to connect the past with the present, and they did a really nice job of the Monument Park out there where you can go and walk through and see the legend.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Reaching for it, makes the catch.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Ahmed.
That was a great run to make the catch, Singy. We got to take another look at it with StatCast.
Yeah, he saw it perfectly off the bat. Reactions were excellent. Took a very direct route to the ball, and more than 100 feet later, he ran it down. I just love seeing that.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Braden Fisher is done, and as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break.
Now pitching for the
Number
Blue Jays.
62 gets
Number
handed the rock out of the
62.
pen.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
And now it's Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 2.
No!
What about as a left-handed hitter and how short that porch is in right field? Were you ever tempted to just try and think in terms of leaning on something as a left-handed hitter and just trying to yank it over the right field wall?
I don't think I needed to be tempted to do that. I think that's all I was, trying to do because I didn't have a whole lot of power. You have to try to stay within your approach, but you do know that, hey, if you pull something, there's a good chance of it getting out.
And a big swing and a miss.
One thing for me over the years, watching how right-handed hitters have tailored and changed their swing so that they could take advantage of the dimensions in right.
It's through for a hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Look at Derek Jeter. He's a classic example of someone that wasn't looking to pull the ball, but he could hit some home runs to right field, so was able to flex the muscles at times. But a lot of his 3,000-plus base hits were hit the opposite way in both the old ballpark and here in the newer Yankee Stadium.
Rosario leads off first with 2 down to the inning.
Ball.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Swing, and this one's bounced to the ground. And that chance handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. Back for more from the Bronx. And now for the Jays, Miles Straw.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting great swings on the baseball in this one. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Ball.
Sometimes you have to keep chipping away until you break through, but it's a lot easier to put runs on the board when you have runners in scoring position because they put themselves there.
Hey!
And that drops in for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Caballero gets it to first, and the leadoff man set down in their half of the 5th.
Blue Jays, the center fielder, Brett Bateman.
Right through there for a strike. The Yankees up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. That one pushed foul out of play off to the left. Got him. And the first two set down in the top of the fifth.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
Huh. Ball.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout innings.
That's a ball.
Pitch
Ball
misses
break.
there, and a full count now. Alejandro Kirk waiting for a turn at the plate. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. That one ripped right center field. Jones going back on the warning track and hauls it in. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back in the Bronx. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter, Ben Rice. Sliced hard but foul.
You know, these Yankees, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well. With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
That one ripped but foul. The 1-2 inside, almost got him. Lifted in the air down the left side, and it's a foul ball. Two now. That one missed. Got him looking. 1 out.
Well, he froze him with a great fastball right on the corner. It's kind of like bowling when you think the ball's going to get into the gutter and somehow it just hangs onto that edge and knocks down a pin. Well, he got the outside corner of the plate and got that called third strike.
Ball 1.
The 1-0. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Liner to second and picked on the hop. To first. Nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
This one in the air. Okamoto. And that is that. So the Yanks go in order. They lead it, though, 6-0. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us.
Now pitching for the
Bradley Hanner comes on now.
And you know, bullpen guys can struggle sometimes when they're called upon with big leads because it just doesn't have the same intensity as a tight game. So we'll see how sharp he is. Your mental toughness matters in situations like this as well.
There's a strike. Kirk, 27 years old, and he's a native of Mexico. The 0-1.
That's a ball.
That clips the corner.
Woo!
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Jesus Sanchez next up for the Blue Jays.
Jesus Sanchez.
Late swing, foul to the left. The Blue Jays with a lot of ground to make up, and we're the top half of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. That is strike 2. In the air to left center. Grisham turns to the right on the move. Out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the shortstop, Ernie Clement.
Some hitters are just more confident they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Oh, and 2 now.
Oh.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And makes the grab. And that'll do it. Blue Jays go down in order. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Spencer Jones. It feels like we might be headed towards a rain delay if the weather doesn't ease up, Chris.
Yeah, the umpiring crew are going to pay attention to how the weather is impacting this game, and the moment it becomes dangerous, I think, is the moment we'll be forced to take a break.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. No balls, 2 strikes.
No, that's a ball.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Good
That's the ball.
slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Out to center. Snags it on the run. And there's one down.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
Oh. No, that's a ball.
Ripped, but it curls foul. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Number 62 out of the game. And as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break. New arm on the mound when we get back.
Now pitching for
Out of the
Toronto,
bullpen for the Jays,
number 45,
Spencer
Arrighetti.
Should be a good first
Arrighetti.
matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
Two down, bases empty. And next for New York, Ali
Number
Sanchez.
39, Ali Sanchez.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Ball. Ball.
On the ground to third. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
Well, with two outs, I'm thinking he had his mind on getting in the dugout so they could get to hitting. All it takes is just a little lapse in concentration. So now let's see if his pitcher will pick him up.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to second. What a play. Inning over. Yankees 6 and the Jays nothing. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
All right, Singy, we've been in all the press boxes. You got best press box food.
I'd say
Oh, this ball is crushed into left field. It's on its way and gone. And they cut into the lead. It's 6-1.
well, there goes the shutout. Just like that. They're still behind, but this is a start. When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
Fly ball down the line. And it hooks. Foul.
As far as ballpark food, one of my favorite places is San Francisco.
Garlic fries, yo.
garlic fries, and you got the lobster roll out there in the outfield if you want to make the walk all the way out there.
It's great, though, broadcasting a game with that zoo breath where you could just, I mean, absolutely levitate some people with your breath. Charles McAdoo next up for the Blue Jays. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
But we got the crab fries in Philadelphia, is that right?
Yep, and then
it's been a long time for me.
Boog's Barbecue at Oriole Park.
I knew you'd go there.
That's right.
Yeah. Anyway, you can work in your name, huh?
That's right.
Woo! No!
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Now it's 3-2. This one smoked on its way out of here. Second home run of the inning for them. And they close the gap. It's 6-2.
That gives them hope they can pull off this comeback. They just need a few more swings like that, and they're back in business. A slider right down the middle of the plate. It's like slow motion for a hitter. You're just licking your chops, waiting for it to arrive, and you want to hit it a long way, and he did.
Ball. Ball. Low.
A little bit low.
Ball three.
Ball three. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. Pretty close, but it was a ball. So they're now out of challenges. Fastball strike at 95. Draws the walk there.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Back to the top of the order. So up next for Toronto, Brett Bateman.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Fastball for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1 down. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Rice. That's out number 2.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the designated hitter, Nathan Lucas.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Bradley Hanner done for the night.
Now pitching for the
And we've got ourselves a pitching change. David Bednar. He's been so good against lefties.
Ball one.
Strong off of first with 2 away.
Well, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Hot shot, and he can't knock it down. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
Kerr, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. The Jays with a chance to get back into it here in the top half of inning number 7. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Ball to strike. Two on, 2 outs. Chop to the left side. Rosario whips it across. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So it may be too little, too late, but they're on the board here in the late going. Now a 6-2 ball game. It's an AL East matchup here on MLB The Show. Set for the last half of the 7th, and stepping in for the Yankees, Ahmed Rosario. Foul ball there. The 0-1. There's the strike. Grounds one to short. Clement handles, throws to first.
He's out.
And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
Up next for the Yankees, the left fielder, number 34, Elliot Ramos.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 0-1 now. Swing and a tapper, and that one handled. Fires over to first. 2 gone now.
Up next for the Yankees, the first baseman, number 22, Ben Wright.
Rice,
That's
the
the ball.
next to hit, takes ball 1.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. That
Ball.
one misses, and it's 3-0. Fastball for a
Whoa.
strike. Swing and a miss. And now it's 3-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Got him looking for the strikeout. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1-2-3 go the Yankees. They lead it 6-2. Back now in the Bronx, and now for the Jays, Jesus Sanchez.
Jesus Sanchez.
Hey! Ball.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And a 1-2 again. Stays alive.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And they'll do it again. On the ground to third. Rosario tosses the first. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the eighth.
Ernie Clement.
Well, in an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
The Yanks leading by 4, and we're in the top of the 8th. That's a laser base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Just a very nice approach and swing right there to use the big part of the field. Everything was on time. He stayed balanced through the entire swing and just launched that one into center.
Stepping in, Kazuma Okamoto.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And that one is lifted in the air. Jones gets under it. And there's 2 down.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the first baseman, Brandon Valenzuela.
Tap foul at the plate. And he grounds one back up the middle. Nice grab. Over to first. Pretty nice play there. One left for Toronto. They still trail it here. It's 6-2. Back in New York, bottom of the 8th, George Lombard Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees. Curve in the dirt. Line and a base hit into right. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
This one in the air, center field. Clement takes it in for the out. And there's 1 down.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where are you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
1-out man at first. So up next for New York, Spencer Jones. 1 for 3. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball 1.
Ball 2.
Man at first, 1 away. That one
No,
misses.
that's a ball.
3-1 now. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Bateman has a beat on it. Makes the grab.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, Jose.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Spencer Arrighetti departs.
Now pitching for the
So they turn to the lefty in this spot, Brendan Little.
Well, home runs have been a problem this year. Not doing a great job keeping the ball in the yard so far this season, so we'll see if that factors in.
Nope, that's away.
Lombard off of first with 2 away. To the right side, McAdoo. Inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. Yankees 6 and the Blue Jays 2.
Now pitching for the
We're
Yankees,
back. It's the top of the
Number
9th, and there's a new
47,
pitcher on the mound, Brent Hedrick.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now it's the second baseman, Charles McAdoo.
Coming off an absolute bomb in his last at bat.
And a ground ball to first. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. The flip, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. Gets him to chase after that one. One down, base is empty here in the 9th.
That's the ball.
Hedrick, a 6'6" southpaw. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and occasionally works in a
Ball.
splitter.
High.
Dribbled up the third
Foul.
baseline, but that rolls foul.
Well, you put good velocity in the head of the hitter. He's got to get it ready early and then change speeds.
Ball 3.
Keep him off balance. That's the goal.
Sets him down looking. Blue Jays have just 1 out left here.
Oh, man, just locked him up with that slider, even though it caught a lot of the zone. And I think that tells you all you need to know about what he was looking for in the box, and it clearly was not that pitch.
Bateman
Nope,
in
that's off the
now.
plate.
Takes ball 1 off the plate.
Up.
2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The Blue Jays down to their final strike. Ground ball, and this should do it. Throws to first in time. That finishes the evening's action.
When you win 5 in a row, the confidence just goes to another level, and you start to gain this momentum, and you think that you're never going to lose a game again because things are clicking up and down the lineup. Pitchers are pitching. The team is making the plays defensively.